stand on top?
Yeah.
Stand on top of Walmart? Walmart's not heaven. Although you can buy anything there.
Not all the time.
I need batteries and yogurt. Where can I go? Okay, person in whiteface. British?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's not really.
He does like tea. Plenty of Americans like tea.
That's true. I know.
What I don't get is the internet meme of Taco Eisen. What? Welcome to Taco Eisen. May I take your order? I mean, everything in like Wicomundo and Espada, it all sounds like something on Taco Bell, right? A what? Burrito. Okay then. All right, Kiba. Favorite thing to say? I don't remember actual lines. That's the problem. See, we don't get to keep the scripts. I mean, we don't really have the episodes. I have the first couple box sets, for what it's worth. But all thanks to YouTube, people upload clips all the time. So I guess I can search Eisen dub, and then I could pull from that. The one I distinctly remember is, so tell me, Richie, does Rukia deserve to die? Something like that. I like the whole turn of the character whenever he turns Momo into a shish kebab. Yeah. Goodbye. That was fun. They even shocked the director. It's like, oh my god. Totally.
Did you have like any fun with any of the cast and crew as far as like during recording or during any of that, like any inside stories?
Well, when you record, you're basically by yourself. You don't record with a whole cast. They record one actor at a time, and the reason for that is because we have to match lip sync, and that's a time-consuming process. It's a very technical skill because we don't study, we don't rehearse it ahead of time. We literally watch the line of dialogue we're about to record like 10, 30 seconds before we do it in English. That's the first time we've seen it, first time we've seen it in context in the show, and then we try to mimic that and stay true to the original translation. So sometimes we can get it in one take, typically 3, 4, 5, whatever, and if it's a really long passage of dialogue, we'll have to break it up. Because, again, I'm terrible at memorizing stuff. I actually didn't come from the stage. My acting training was a lot of radio. So your script's always in front of you in voiceover, that's a nice perk. But when you're dubbing anime, you have to kind of use your peripheral vision while you're looking at the script to kind of make sure that you see the person's lip flaps moving. It's like, okay, do I start talking now? And then they'll say, that was too fast in the first part, slow it down in the second part, and we make adjustments and then do it again. And then on average, we get we're expected to get like about 30 lines an hour done. I've been doing this for 10 years, so I can usually get a lot more. But it can be tough sometimes. Some days the lip sync is really animated awkwardly. And that's why when you watch old dubs, it's really bad. I mean, maybe it's poorly written as well, but it's like, yeah, lip sync is work. And people say, why do you guys always change it? It said this in the subtitle version. It's like, but it doesn't match it in the English equivalent. There's only so many lip flaps. So you can still say something that basically means the same thing, but you have to say it a different way. And remember, you have to be conversational. A lot of fan subs are literally translated, and they're not terribly conversational. You know, it's like people don't talk like literal translation. They talk conversational. So we're going to adapt it for a mainstream audience that doesn't like to read. And most mainstream people don't like to read. I've heard the funny line, it's like, if I wanted to read anime, I'd buy manga. And this is it's not a knock against watching subtitled anime. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying for the people who prefer hearing something in their native language, I know I do, because I can't eat and watch subtitles at the same time.
Exactly.
Okay, action, action, action. Oh, they're talking again. Man, I gotta focus. And then what if the subtitle goes by too fast and then you miss the animation?
Yeah, I
I mean,
know.
yeah, you could rewind it, but I mean, come on, don't make it a chore to watch something. I want it to be awesome. And I realized the shows that a lot of the hardcore fans watch is only available in Japanese right away. And you guys say, I'll take it however I can get it. I know fans that'll watch it in raw Japanese. They don't care what it's saying. It's like, what's going on in this show? It's like, I don't care, I don't know, but it's new. It just broadcast in Japan. But I myself prefer watching it in English because I like not having to concentrate too hard. And I like hearing my other fellow actors in the context of the performance. I like hearing how my stuff came out. I like hearing how everything else. You know, it's like a piece of the jigsaw puzzle. Recording one actor at a time and then bringing everyone else in. So, but back to your original question about it being laid back and fun and all that, it's absolutely laid back and fun. Every director I work with cracks jokes in between every thing. I mean, the only people in there is the director, the engineer, and me.
Also, real quick on a side note, have you ever heard of the Bleach abridged series by Kenpo? By any chance?
I've heard of all the abridged series. I've only seen some of DBZ and some of Yu Yu Hakusho.
Gotcha. We'll look it up. It's really funny.
Yeah, those guys are becoming internet celebs. Web celebs. Okay, yes, sir. Well, I've had instances where I'll look at fan sub things, and like if it's just littered with a bunch of extreme profanity, I'll say, did they really say that, or are they just trying to pull one a fast one over on the viewers? Because a lot of people for years were harping on Funimation's case for Dragon Ball Z. It's like, come on, Vegeta said, he didn't say darn or whatever. It's like, yeah, but it's cut down to appeal to a younger audience here. That's just the sacrifice you have to make. You know, did the character Pycon that I also voice, was he yelling on the DBZ movie where he's just yelling obscenities at this big crystalline structure to destroy, and he ended up like cussing at it to make it explode?